How are you? Nice to see you. Let's try and
Nice
get you
to
a
meet you
shot.
again.
We'll switch around here a little bit.
Yeah.
Impressions so far of what you've seen this evening?
Oh, it's been excellent. The girls are really excited about playing at home. The biggest stage they've had over here in the UK, so it's been really good for them. They're really excited.
We saw some great performances last night from the British men.
Yes,
and obviously they've got a match up tomorrow in that final qualifying game.
Yes, that's it. Yeah, for promotion.
Have you been pleased with the weekend? And obviously, this is a fantastic venue for
the stadium staff have been phenomenal. Richard Corton, the manager that we deal with, has given us everything we needed. So they made it an event, and then added into yourselves stepping up to the plate tonight. That's been amazing. And then everything the double coverage have done for us with regard to Emran Productions. Podium, the media side has been phenomenal, and that's what gets the fans an opportunity to see stuff. So it's been really good. Yeah, really good.
As I say, not that we're trying to big ourselves up, but we've been very honoured to be asked to do this. And as football fans, all you want to do is try and send it to as many people as possible.
That's exactly the reason. But it's been the quality of everything we see, from the football to the uniforms to the production, has been really impressed. We're putting our best foot forward, and so I'm very pleased.
And as a season, from a British American football season, we had some good close finals.
Yeah, not too bad.
Obviously, my colleague here is the under-19 Nottingham Caesars head coach, who first national final we've been to. And
yeah, he had a great bunch of kids. Fought tooth and nail with Highland Wildcats. Highland have had that youth development for a while, winning Brit Bowl after Brit Bowl at that level. So it's nice to see them step up with such a small group. But great. It's a great final. We really enjoyed having the junior programs and the adult programs at the same venue.
Yeah, absolutely.
It added things to it. When you're going to put two games back to back, it just lets the young guys have an experience, and then the ladies tonight have an experience of a big stadium.
So obviously BAFA's an ever-changing organisation. It is. Where do you see BAFA heading over the next couple of years?
In what regard? Are you talking about just the competitions?
Just in general, in terms of pushing the sport forward, particularly at the junior level.
Brand new board. So a new structure with us, with new people that have come on board. So that's the most exciting part. Yeah. We got Jade Archibald on board. We had John Wise elected from the teams and everything else. Steve Moon has been appointed, and then it adds to some of the existing board members and people changing positions. But that is the most exciting part for us, to be able to bring new blood in to actually improve what we're trying to do and then move things forward.
Yes.
It's too early for us to state, because that was only in September. Sure. So mid-September, and we have our first board meeting coming up next month. Okay. So that's the thing. Moving forward is we have to do some more work with youth and junior development. It's things we have to do. That's maybe how we can change league structures, how we can improve to get people to playing more games. Because as much as I love seeing the under-19s play football, 6 games a season is really tough to keep recruitment going. It is. And that's the number one thing, really, to make a push on that. The associate process is going really well. We have between 8 to 11 teams vying for inclusion next year. Yep. So the competition levels are at that level. A lot of teams have stood out at Tier 2 again. A lot of teams, just off the top of my head, you've got London Hornets went 10-0, only narrowly lost out to Cambridge in the semi-final. Berkshire Renegades went 9-1. All right, and not to be outdone, there's some teams in the north. Aberdeen done really well. Yeah. So teams are pushing on, and it's difficult to only promote 2 or 4 because of that. So we have to reevaluate the structure, see if more people deserve being promoted. That's another thing to look at. Just keep moving the structure.
Indeed.
Our biggest challenge is the competition and making sure that the Premiership doesn't get forgotten about while we're trying to develop everyone else. So that's the exciting things that we're proposing for. And on top of that, then I've got university starting next month.
That's a huge section now, isn't it?
The growth for that to 83 teams this year. It's been absolutely phenomenal. And it's I think it's women's football is the biggest growing element we have, section we have. The university is the most raw players we get in. Right. And that's been good. It'd be hitting new highs with teams and numbers last year. So that's great to see that improve.
I mean, I don't know if you obviously have not got the stats in front of you, but do you see many of the university players cross over to play senior football once they've finished at university?
Yeah, I would say we're at between 800 to 1,000.
All right. So
crossing over, and that progresses more and more. So you see the development structure of freshmen coming in, playing a year or 2, and then by the time when they get to their 2nd or 3rd year, that's when they start crossing over. Yeah. Not so many juniors, the under-19 age, there's a few that are local, but then that only helps teams for half a year, where they're away for half and back a half. But yeah, as it goes on, more players do cross over. And
obviously, as the NFL expand and come over to these shores with their own franchise idea, do you guys up at the BAFA have any sort, the link there? Are they?
We have a working relationship.
Right.
They do contact us. They do communicate with us about certain things. BAFCA have worked with them to get some top quality speakers over, and then events come on. And a lot of it is London centric. But they've reached out. The Jaguars, they went to Loughborough to try and do a camp to try and
Trent
spread
University met them as well.
To spread out more, which is great to see. So we do have links. I've worked with them before, so I've had a great opportunity to talk to them. But we're not fully included in. We're running the national program, and they have their product and everything else to work on.
So finally, do you see the health of American football in the country at an all-time high, or are we on the right track?
I'm a historian. I've loved it since it first came over here.
Absolutely.
So we had such huge highs at the start, the influx and opportunity of sponsorship and money. So we're not at that level.
Right.
But we are back to the biggest adult league since, I think, 1993.
Okay.
So the size of the league is increased back to the, not heydays, but just before them. Yeah, so the growth is there. We have to make sure that we're just helping all teams.
Yeah,
it's not just about inclusion. We've expanded Division 1. We'll look at considering that again through talent levels and where they are to keep working up, so you get a bigger nucleus of good quality teams in Tier 1, and then you can start looking where we can improve, as we move up.
But the future's bright.
I think so. With the NFL being over, it's been huge for us. The interest has gone up. Kids now are seeing it, and it would be, I don't want to miss out on it, but Rob Rooksby's been working with schools, and that's a phenomenal amount of work he's done. He's dedicated almost 2 years to this now, and it started. The fruits of his fruition are now coming through. There's huge things that are coming up, and opportunity for school teachers to do so.
Well, that's something that's close to my heart. I'm a PE teacher, and I've just introduced it to the school where I am.
Have you?
It's literally
brand
new academic year.
Wow,
we've just started, and obviously in conjunction with the Caesars and helping use a kit from there. But the interest so far has been phenomenal.
We've been so excited every time he presents to the board about the steps he's done in such a short period of time, and now it's just a matter of just supporting him to start delivering that.
Absolutely.
If you can see some return on it, it'd be phenomenal.
Happy days.
And then we just work away with that, how we can improve our youth and junior because of that.
So I think finally, what are your thoughts for the rest of the day?
Rest of the day.
You see Spain coming into it at all?
They've been they've been preparing really, really well. They've worked a lot of opportunities with regard to. I don't think they've stopped since the European Championships.
Wow.
They've been working with camps and working with opportunities of playing games. They only played a couple of a month ago, so I think they are. I think they've just got we've got a strong team. Second in Europe.
Absolutely.
I think it'll be a tough finish. I honestly don't think that Great Britain are going to run away with it.
No.
I think it's going to be a tough challenge for the third quarter and see how well they perform from there.
Well, thank you very much for your time.
Hey, thank you. Pleased for having me. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for helping us out. Thank you very much.
No problem.